calculate L value, we have to find the values of L1 and L2 bar, the partial molar relative partial molar heat contents of first and second components. ठीक है, to find the values of L1 and L2 we have to use the heats of the solution, and dilution, heat content of the solution, and upon dilution what will be the values of heat contents. So this will be used to calculate the L1 and L2 bars. Since here we have calculated delta H, which is equals to H minus N1 H1 bar plus N2 into H2 naught bar. Okay, suppose N1 is the number of moles of solvent and N2 is the number of moles of solute, then H जो है it represents the heat content of the solution, and H1 and H2, these are the two new terms which are the molar heat contents of pure solvent and pure solute. And as we know that at infinite dilution H1 can be replaced with H1 naught and H2 can be replaced with H2 naught in the dilute solutions. Okay. So by replacing this here we will get delta H is equals to H minus N1 H1 plus N2 into H2. This is your equation number 5. Now differentiate this equation with respect to N2 at constant temperature, pressure and N1. These all are taken as constant. So when you differentiate this with N2, constant temperature, pressure and N2, on the right side first is curly H by curly N2 N1 minus, since N1 is taken as constant so we can also assume H1 to be constant. So first term is constant and differentiation of first term is 0 and we are left only with the second term, and in the second term differentiation of N2 is 1 and we are only getting H2 here. And this is what? This is the partial molar enthalpy of second component minus H2. Okay. So this equation, this is your equation number 6. This indicates that H2 minus H2 bar minus H2 is basically the partial molar. This is the partial molar heat content of the solution of solute, since there is dealing with second component and second component is solute, and this difference will give the partial molar heat content of the solution of solute. Now right side of the equation number 6 is थोड़ी सी मॉडिफिकेशन करनी है H2 माइनस H2. सो इस इक्वेशन ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ H2 नॉट माइनस कर दो और सिमिलरली H2 ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ H2 नॉट ਨੂੰ प्लस कर दो. प्लस वाला ਇੱਥੇ आ गया, माइनस वाला ਇੱਥੇ आ गया. दिस इज़ व्हाट? दिस इज़ L2 naught minus L2. This is a relative partial molar heat content of second component, and this is the molar, this is the partial value, and this is the molar heat content. This is your equation number 7. So you can write here L2 bar is the relative partial molar heat content of the solute in the given solution, and L2 is the relative partial molar heat content of the pure solute. So L2 is for pure solute and this is for the solute in the given solution. Okay. So put this equation 7 in the equation number 6. We will get curly delta H by curly N2 at constant temperature, pressure and N1. right side H2 minus H2 is replaced with L2 bar minus L2. So this can be replaced with L2 bar minus L2. So just slight modification, L2 can be taken on the left side plus L2, this is equals to L2 bar. This is your equation number 8. Okay, now if you plot a graph between delta H and N2, the slope of this graph will give the value of curly delta H divided by curly N2 at constant temperature, pressure and N1 value. Okay, so from this graph we can calculate the slope value, okay, at a known L2. L2 is for the pure solute, so L2 value can already be known to us. So if L2 value is already known to us, this differentiation can be determined from the graph. So that means from the equation number 8, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड जो है दैट कैन बी इवेल्युएटेड एंड वी विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ L2 बार. राइट साइड में है L2 बार. सो दिस कैन बी इजीली कैलकुलेटेड फ्रॉम इक्वेशन नंबर 8. आई एम अगेन रिपीटिंग. in the equation number 8, if we plot a graph between delta H versus N2, the slope of this graph will give the value of this differentiation. And if L2, that is for the pure solute, that is already known to us, then the left hand side of the equation number 8 is already known either from the graph or already known values, and on the right side L2 bar is given. So L2 bar जो है that is the relative partial molar heat content of solute in any solution, that can be easily calculated using the equation number 8. So this is for when we are using the any solution. Suppose we are taking the infinitely dilute solutions. In the very dilute solutions, the concentration of solute is 0. So you can take number of moles of solute, they are approaching to 0. Okay? Not exactly equals to 0, but they are very close to 0. In that case, we already know that L2 relative partial molar heat content जो है that is already equals to 0. जो हमने पहले भी प्रूव किया है लास्ट में फर्स्ट डेरिवेशन में, that is the relative heat content is equals to 0. Then from equation number 8 you can see that right side of the equation number 8 becomes equals to 0 for the infinitely dilute solutions. Okay, so we are left only with the left side, that is curly delta H by N2, constant temperature, pressure N1. Here limit we are taking N2 is equals to 0, that is N2 that tends to 0 plus L2, this is equals to 0. So L2 को अगर दूसरी साइड ले जाओ राइट साइड थे, so this will become curly delta H by curly N2, this is equals to minus L2. This is your equation number 9. This is your equation number 9. Okay, so it means from the graph of delta H versus N2, in this graph, when N2 approaches to 0, when we are taking the lower limit of this, N2 approaches to 0. Okay, whatever be the value of this slope, when N2 approaches to 0, that will give us the value of L2. So if L2 value जो है that is not already known to us, then we can easily calculate the value of L2 from this graph by considering when N2 tends to 0. In the lower limit of this graph, the whatever be the slope of this graph, that will give us the value of L2. Okay, so you can write here the limiting value of, limiting means when limit N2 tends to 0, the limiting value of the slope of the graph between delta H and N2, it gives the values of L2. Okay, so it means From the equation number 8, we can determine the value of L2 bar, that is the relative partial molar heat content of solute at any concentration. Okay, so that means using equation number 8, L2 bar can be calculated for any concentration, for any N2 value, you can see, for any concentration. Okay, so L2 is calculated using this graphical method, but how you can calculate the value of L1 bar? L1 bar is given by Gibbs-Duman equation. Gibbs-Duman equation is N1 dL1 plus N2 dL2 in terms of relative partial molar heat contents. This is the Gibbs-Duman equation. म्यू ਨੂੰ replace कर दो L1 and L2 से. ठीक है. From here you can calculate N1 dL1 is equals to minus N2 dL2 and dL1 is equals to minus N2 by N1 into dL2. Integrate this equation within proper limits. Left side integration is dL1 is equals to minus N2 divided by N1 into dL2. Okay. Here number of moles of N1 जो है they are varies from N1 0 to N1 and left side the differentiation cancel होगी integration से. L1 comes out to be minus 0 to N1 N2 divided by N1 into dL2. So that means the relative partial molar heat content of solvent, this is the relative partial molar heat content of the solvent. This can be calculated from the values of solute. Solute is L2 bar, so L1 bar can be calculated using the relative partial molar heat contents of the solute. So in this way we can calculate L1 bar and L2 bar of the different solvents and solutes, and by using the equation number here, by using the equation this, you can calculate the total relative heat content of the solution.